And it's the season when we ask local nonprofits what they want on their holiday wish list. Today we have Lori Barta from the Down Syndrome Association of Central Texas and Jeanette Hullahan, and a very busy daughter.
Yes.
She's loving it, right?
Absolutely.
So look, go and tell us, what does the Down Syndrome Association of Central Texas do?
Well, we first envision a world where all people with Down syndrome like Sydney are respected and valued and a valuable part of the community. So we provide services from the time of diagnosis, whether it be prenatally or at birth, through adulthood. We want them to get the education, the services, and the tools that they need to be successful members of our community and be respected and thought of as important.
That's wonderful. And you guys have been around for how long?
We've been around since 1991. So for almost 20 years, we have been a valuable part of the community, helping provide tools for teachers, for healthcare professionals, and then for the families who have kids with Down syndrome.
That's wonderful. And Jeanette, how's this helped you?
So we found out about the Down Syndrome Association while I was still pregnant with Sydney, because we had a prenatal diagnosis, and they helped us sync up with other families so that we would learn what Down syndrome is and what it's not. And we could meet other families and meet other parents, and they've been a support group, and as well as just education and knowing that we've got resources down the line for Sydney as well.
Because I knew that, I would imagine too that the support group is very important.
It is very important, because most people, that when they find out their child has Down syndrome, they don't have any experience with it, so they don't know what it is, and they don't know what it's going to mean for their children. So it did prompt me to become the new parent coordinator to go out and meet with new families.
Oh, fantastic.
Because it was such a lifeline for me at that time in my life, and so it makes me want to show Sydney to the world that life is okay.
With her start now
Yes.
on local television. And so what do you guys now, you know, it takes a lot of resources, so what's on your wish list for this holiday?
Okay, well, we have two things mainly on our wish list, and the first is that we are starting a early childhood literacy and mathematics program in January. It's called the Learning Program. It's based out of Orange County, and it uses scientifically based best practices to teach kids with Down syndrome to read, because many of them struggle with it.
Right.
60 to 80% of kids with Down syndrome have conductive hearing loss. So if they can't hear T and know that it means T, learning by the phonics method is very difficult for them. So this uses sight word recognition first, and it is based on research out of America and the UK, and it really is a methodology that is used to teach them and their parents how to work with them at home to teach them to read. And for someone with Down syndrome, reading can mean the difference between being an independent adult and being able to read the bus sign and read a recipe and cook for themselves, and being able to keep up in school with their typically developing peers. And
that's so important.
some kids with Down syndrome are able to read by the time they get to kindergarten if they're taught intensively.
Right.
So what we're looking for is people to come and volunteer in our classroom, or to help us put together the books. And also we have a Fund a Child campaign. So for $50, people can sponsor one child like Sydney for a month to learn how to read.
Yeah, fantastic.
And then the second thing we're looking for is volunteers year-round. If you have a day, if you have an hour, if you've got one day a week, we will take it. So any time is very appreciated. It can really make a huge difference in the lives of a child or adult with Down syndrome.
Great. Well, good luck to you guys. Thanks so much for coming.
Thank you very
Appreciate
much.
it. And for more information, you can check out our website, news8austin.com. Click on Holiday Guide.
Season of Sharing is sponsored by HEB. Here, everything's better.